Hello, my name is Jim Mullaney from SciTech Process Solutions. Today is Friday, September 4th, 2020. Hope everyone is staying safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. At SciTech, we're following all the safety protocols. I'm in final test to do this video. Otherwise, I'd be wearing my mask. You wouldn't be able to hear me if I had my mask on through this presentation, so I took it off temporarily. Nobody else except for Caitlin is in here, and she's further back in the room for me. We do not give our customers' names out on these videos because they're loaded up to our YouTube channel so they can be reviewed and accepted. We do give their PO number out so they know what it is. It's PO 163430. This system was sent in for us, to us for a complete refurbishment. This is the second head assembly the customer sent in the last 2 weeks to be refurbished. At SciTech, we do quite a lot of customers' refurbished machines. We do a lot of our own machines, but we have every week multiple machines coming in from customers that they run through our remanufacturing process. I'm going to go ahead and start the tool because it's boring while it's running. During that time, I'll talk about the upgrades we did to this tool, our remanufacturing process, and our support process. So, the customer's rotor is a custom rotor. It's actually been out at the electro polish shop. So we've got one of our just 4-inch low-profile rotors in here. So I'll just run it with that. I have a typical process, which is a rinse, a short 30-second rinse. I have a purge that blows the water out of the DI nozzles. It'll go into a high-speed dry 1, which is traditional. That will sling the water off the cassette, the wafers, and the substrate while heating. We'll also go into dry 2, which is a elongated dry, low RPM, using N2 heat, the anti-static module, and your heater blankets and centrifugal force to dry. That's a typical semiconductor process for spin rinse drying. We're now going into the purge, where it is blowing the water out of, there you go, you saw the purge. And that's a quick 10-second purge, and then we'll ramp up to high-speed dry 1. So this customer, we do the same remanufacturing of customers' tools and tools we buy ourselves. So this system was sent in. We do an initial evaluation of the tool. We have a very detailed refurbishment specification of what's replaced, what's checked, and so forth. We then, the customers have usually a separate line item of extra cost not to exceed as long as we let them know. We go ahead and do the refurbishment, and then but before we do all the extra costs, let the customer know. One thing they did add is they added as a line item our SMC upgrade. The Humphrey valves have been discontinued years ago, so we offer a full SMC upgrade valve assembly to state-of-the-art SMC valves, so that's on here now. Okay, so when the tool comes in, it's evaluated. It's then broken down to the base metal, just as base plate. The bowl goes through a special SciTech reprocessing here in the building, then out to our EP shop. We have a very detailed electropolishing of all the key components that N2 or DI, I should say, the N2 would pass through. We start then, we rebuild the motors, the rotor stop positioner, the ACR valves. We check all of the 8 and 20 PSI valves. We replace as necessary the heater blankets. It's a complete breakdown and rebuild back up. Once all the subcomponents are done, we build it up into the dry test build. That's basically what you see now, except for DIs on it. It's in our dry manufacturing. We use all stainless steel tables that all the tools are built on. And there's a second QC done by another technician. If it passes QC, it comes into final test, and then we hook the DI up to it. We make sure there's no little leaks with fittings and so forth. It then goes through a second technician's QC. It passes that. We do approximately a 50-run burn-in with no errors. As long as it passes that, it's then passed over for sales. On a tool that we sold, it would not be like this. It would be packaged in this configuration, like this. And it would have the poly on, the controllers built in, the light indicators, etc., whatever is on it. But since this is a customer's refurb, it's just being shipped back like this. It came out of their double stack and going back in. Part of our incoming documentation, every tool that comes in from the customer, we do complete pictures of the tool. We have a very detailed check-in list that we check off what components came in, if the rotors came in, the models, the servo amps, the controllers, etc., the cabling. That way when we send them back out, we document that all of the correct parts are put back on there. So what comes in, what comes out, except for you're also getting a fully remanufactured system. Okay, we are now in dry 2, a little less than 3 minutes. So, talking about our support. If you go to SciTechProcess.com, on the left-hand side, the first 7 buttons are all semi-tool related. The first 3 are the tools. We offer S-model tools like this. F models in Frank, same looking tool except for use the brush motor. And then the traditional ST units that you see worldwide. At SciTech, we've remanufactured over 2,000 systems. I think we're about 2,200 now, so we're really ramping up. The next three buttons are all the spare parts. For this S model, we have 100% spare parts. We have controllers that are new. We have new motors, new servo amps, new ACR valves, new filters, new heater blankets, new sensors, everything. New bowls if you want to buy a new bowl. All new poly, everything. We can build tools from scratch at 100% brand new. So any part, if you need, we have. Same thing with the F models and the ST. So any traditional S, F, or ST spin rinse dryer, we have 100%, and we are becoming, we believe we are now, the world leader of non-OEM spare parts. Below that, we go into some of our other process tools. So we do with wet processing, we are the market leader in semi-tool spin rinse dryers. We also have the Integris Flora box washers. We just did a refurbishment and just videoed yesterday of a customer's tool they brought in, totally in bad shape. Took it down to the main frame, built it back up, replaced most of the parts. And on our website, we have complete spare parts for the HCC Integris box washers. That's the 8000, 8010, 8020, 8030. We also do a lot of the single scrubbers. That'd be wafer and mask scrubbers. That'd be Ultra T, Ultra K, K&S, and so forth. We also have a variety of spare parts, new chucks, vacuum chucks, motors, and stuff on our website. We have 43 seconds. What I'll do is I'll hold off talking about the rest of our products until this ends. At the end of the process, it's called the rotor stop positioner. It's back here. It has a piston in the system. It'll shoot out. It rolls against the cam, finds a very specific spot on the cam. That should line us up at 12 o'clock, we call home position. Wafers will be straight up. When then I'll hear the door release. You might even hear it on the video. See, the door is locked right now, and when it releases, I can open it up, feel for the hot end too, and look for the dry wafers. About 5 seconds left. Okay. There's the rotor stop positioner. There you go. You probably heard the door release. Okay, open the door. Feel hot on two, nice and warm. Yep. Look at the wafers. Just that's dry, nice and warm. And we have a shorter process than normal, so the customer will probably run a longer process. We like to do quite extensive burn-ins at SciTech. Instead of doing 1 or 2 long processes, we'll do 15 or 20 short processes. The idea is to actuate all the valves, all the cylinders, the control, everything, so it's all working. So talking about our other product lines we offer. So we also do metrology and thin film measurement systems. We do nanometrics tools. We do the KLA particle counters, the 6000 class, the 6200 class, the 6400 class, the 45, the 55s. We do nanometrics. We do DECTAC profilometers. We do the alpha step tools. We have Prometrics tools. So we have a wide range of surface analytical tools. We also do high and low power microscopes, the Nikon, the Lights, Leica, etc. We do Branson etch and ash tools. So we have Branson tools, we have March tools, the matrix tools like the 105 and so forth of the etchers. We also do photolithography. We do SVG tracks. We were the #1 supplier of the MTI. We're discontinuing the product line because of the market now. But we do a lot of photoresist pumps. We do the IDI, Cyborg, Millipore. We do customers repairs. They send us them all the time, every week. We do our own pump packages with electronics, controllers, and the pump. Everything at SciTech is fully manufactured. We don't sell anything as is operational. It's not our philosophy. Everything that ships out the door, unless it's a spare part, gets videoed. Even a pump repair gets videoed. Any tool in our manufacturer, any thin film measurement tool, they all get videoed. We do that to show the customer the quality of the tool prior to leaving our site. So if there is an issue before when it gets there because of shipping, we do support our tools. We want the customer to know it never gets created until it's in perfect condition. So this tool actually will be hand carried down. It's going back to the Bay Area, the San Jose Bay Area, on Wednesday. Monday's a holiday. So our sales group, they might even go down Tuesday. They're finalizing the schedule. They're going to hand carry this, save the customer some crating time, crating costs, and shipping costs. We do that quite a lot with our Bay Area customers. We try to go down every week, our sales organization does, and usually we take down or bring back winter dryers with us every time. So that will conclude my video source inspection, a very quick one of a remanufactured customer's 270S spin rinse dryer. Again, my name is Jim Mullaney from SciTech Process Solutions. If you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 916-797-9000, and we can talk to anyone in our sales organization or on our website. Any product page you're on will have a link to contact sales. You click on that, it sends us your email address and your phone number and name. We'll immediately get back to you and get you any pricing or technical specifications as needed. So thank you and have a great weekend.